From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Friday, May 12th, 2017. Silver is trading at $16.41 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,229 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 1.7 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $1,794. Antiwar.com reports in a move that is simultaneously seen as undermining the Saudi war in Yemen and also a virtually necessary consequence of that war, a group of political, military, and tribal figures led by former Aden Governor Abduruz Zubadi have announced that they are launching a formal movement for the secession of South Yemen, making the announcement with the flag of the former country. South Yemen was conquered by North Yemen in 1994, unifying the country under northern ruler Ali Abdullah Salah. Salah ruled unified Yemen until 2012 when Abdurabu Mansour Hadi was appointed to replace him. Hadi resigned in 2015, leading to the Saudi invasion to try to reinstall him by force. Northern Yemen is controlled by the Shiite Houthi movement now, while the Saudi-backed forces of Hadi rule the south, with the country once again split largely along the historic border. There was always some southern nationalism within Yemen, and the war's de facto split has brought it back to the fore. Hadi allies are complaining the secessionist movement might undermine the Saudi bid to conquer the whole country for them, while many Southerners say they expect the smaller Gulf Arab states, who are also deeply involved in the Saudi war, to back the right of self-determination for the South. Despite formally being a unified country for over 20 years, Southern Yemenis long complained of the discrimination by Northern rulers, and the various crackdowns by Salah et al. Against secessionist movements in the past gave them very much the feel of an occupied territory. Ironically, despite a split being the opposite of the Saudi goal in the war, the same war made it a de facto reality, and accepting it as a de jure reality too would be a very simple way to resolve the ongoing war, assuming the Saudis would accept not only a sovereign southern Yemen, but a North Yemen that has a substantial and influential Shiite population. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports 3 Boeing mechanics servicing an Air Force One plane caused $4 million in damage and increased the risk of a fire in mid-flight if not corrected, according to a federal investigation. One of the two 747-200B aircraft, which is designated as Air Force One when the president flies, was being serviced at a Boeing plant in San Antonio on April 1st through 10th, 2016, according to an incident report released by the Air Force investigators this week. According to the report, the oxygen system became contaminated when mechanics caused the mishap by supplying and using non-oxygen clean tools, parts, components, a regulator, and an unauthorized cleaning procedure while performing oxygen system leak checks. Boeing issued a statement saying the oxygen system was remedied by Boeing at no cost to the government. The plane has returned to the Air Force, where it's being prepared for presidential service. Born into a devastating world and raised among the crowd, the Cloudwalker assumes a new identity and begins the unrelenting quest for truth. In this epic journey, he discovers dark secrets about aspects of his previous life that he once trusted. Through the journal of the Cloudwalker, he shares both the traumatic hardships and the eternal beauties of his experiences. Fueled in the beginning by his unsettling thoughts and emotions, he learns how to find peace with everything he has woken up to. Dear Society by the Cloudwalker is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores. Reuters reports California Governor Jerry Brown on Thursday proposed a funding increase for the state attorney general to create more than 30 new positions dedicated to combating President Donald Trump's policies. Democratic attorneys general in states across the country have assumed lead roles in opposing some of the Republican president's agenda. State attorneys general in Washington and Hawaii successfully sued to block Trump's executive order restricting travel from some Muslim-majority countries, and California Attorney General Xavier Becerra has pledged to defend the state's environmental standards and healthcare access. Brown has been particularly outspoken against Trump's policies. In budget revisions released on Thursday, Brown's office proposed a $6.5 million increase for California's Department of Justice, enough to fund 31 positions to address various actions taken at the federal level that impact public safety, healthcare, the environment, consumer affairs, and general constitutional issues. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.